All right, goal today is not to yawn like crazy. All right, I think we're live. Okay, yes, we are. I had to double check. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the live stream where we first review the watch list, then we trade the market open every day. At least every day the market's open. Hope everyone had a nice Thursday, good morning, healthy morning, and are ready to trade the market open. It's 9:15. Wait, hold up. What day is today? Today is Friday. It's the 15th of May. And now it's 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got another 15 minutes till the market opens at 9:30. We wrap up trading and the live stream typically before 11 a.m. Although we have been going over a few times here this week. Just a little bit slower action after like 10 o'clock. So, you know, sometimes some of these trades don't get filled in terms of our, 3 position sizes. Check out the video description below for some FAQs and let's dive into things. Good morning, everyone. Mateo, Paul, Heal Thyself, Jimmy, Carl. Good morning, guys. Just clicking around here, making sure everything is looking fine. Got my watch list. Oh, I just realized I'm still kind of in the picture. Whoops, my bad. Actually, that just reminded me. Check out this sweater I'm wearing. I just got a new Trade Journal sweater in. It's maroon color. I think it's pretty sweet. It even has some sleeve writing, improve with every trade. I don't know if you guys could see that, but yeah, kind of sweet. I've been waiting for this one for a little bit too long. It got sent back originally because of the corona, and then it was in backlog for like way too long, and so I finally got it. Super stoked about that. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and remove that. My bad. I usually always have that out of the way. Yep, that was just me. That was my recording software. All right, so let's dive into the watch list here. Ooh, look what popped up, UAVS. This was not on the watch list this morning, so it must have had a little pre-market spike. Let's kind of see what's been going on here, UAVS. So for it to be on my watch list, it's got to be up over 20%. So right now it's really, really close to that. Actually, I think I did move that back to 15%. So maybe there's something good there. Okay, so yeah, big resistance at about $2. I probably won't be looking at UAVS, but kind of interesting there. BLIN. This one, top lead gapper on the day. Let me quickly go through some of the numbers here. It's gapping up about 100% from yesterday. 2.5 million float, which you can also see here, the shares outstanding, although that's a little different. I usually get the float from Finviz. It's a USA software infrastructure company. They had positive QA results. All this information you guys can find either online or on TOS. I usually get all of it from TOS. So yeah, good stuff here. I actually really like this one. It's between $2 and $7 on our price range. It's holding over VWAP. It never pulled back more than 25% from the pre-market highs, maybe 26% for a second there. Big volume kind of coming in here. So it had its first leg and then it consolidated. So it might be ready for a second leg here. This is going to be a really, really interesting open on BLIN. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys traded at pre-market. So let's see what you guys do. Let's kind of map up some ranges here. BLIN for sure is 100% the lead gapper on the day. You almost don't even have to look at anything else, and you just kind of already know that this is a pretty nice stock we're seeing here. 133, some nice support in that area. 67, just kind of mapping out some ranges here. We definitely have a bit of resistance about 2.4, and we have a high here at about $3. So keep an eye out for that. 180 is some support and resistance again, and then right around 2.2 to, where is this, about 2.4, some interesting levels there that we want to keep an eye on. So here you can see the 2.2 to 2.4. We just broke out of that pre-market. You can see this has definitely been the resistance zone of the past. It was the resistance here. We broke out of this, pulled back, and had a nice continuation. So it's holding really, really true to long-term support and resistance. We got that $3 ahead of us, and I wouldn't be surprised if we hit $3 today. Right now we're bouncing off of this pre-market area right here, looking pretty hot. I think this is going to be another little leg to the upside. So let's kind of watch this one. YTEN, probably won't be watching it. It's former gapper, but not really too interesting since it pulled back so much. TTPH gapping up 70%. The float says 7 million on TOS, or the shares outstanding, but on Finviz, it was 93 million. US biotech with a buyout proposal. So kind of interesting there. Not really sure how we're going to trade this one because it's already pulling back here a little bit. Kind of got rejected by some big support, resistance right above it. So I don't know. I'm not really too stoked about it, this one, but maybe some, bounce potential at $2 or something like that. I don't know. But by far, BLIN is much more interesting. SNCA on the list as well. This one had kind of a crazy little pre-market here, 50% gapping up, 9 million float, US biotech, positive Q1 results, and phase 3, preparing a phase 3 trial. So kind of interesting stuff there. It is pulling back kind of aggressively here. If we can break back above VWAP, which I kind of want to say is fairly likely, I think this one could be a nice play for the day. So big support here at $1. Oftentimes the dollar zones always act as big support and resistance. We actually traded this not too long ago. Didn't really get a big win, but had just a little bit more of a scratch on this one. So yeah, it's definitely some resistance there above it. We weren't really able to hold this area. It's a little low on the price range, so that's not ideal, but we'll keep a close eye on this one. We also had THTX that I want to kind of look at a little bit. I don't know if it's going to really hold here, but I have an alert if we break above $3. I think this could have some potential. 76 million float, though, is really, really high. It's a Canadian drug manufacturer, but positive data for its specialized cancer drug. So could be kind of interesting, but it's really got to make some room here to break above 3. Otherwise, this might just be dead. I'm not really sure how we're going to deal with that one. But for now, BLIN is 100% the lead gapper on the day. This is what everyone's looking at. Buying this little breakout here would have probably been a good idea. Typically, I don't trade pre-market, but I have nothing against trading pre-market, and I might do it a bit more. But yeah, sometimes you get some really nasty press releases in the morning with low float, and it could be really bad. Heal thyself. I'm sure it will at one point. KTOV. I don't know. It's not on our scan list. Pulling back really heavy here. No, it's not moving quick enough. Sub dollar. I'm not too interested in it. I'm going to put BL. AIM is really pulling back as well. BLIN. I'm going to put that on one scanner or just one watch list, and then on my other watch list, I'm going to, or my other chart, my other screen, I'm probably going to be watching TTPH, just kind of seeing how this one performs a little bit here. Like I said, TTPH, I would really like to see this one find some support, but I do think, it has some potential to break out higher. We got another 6 minutes till the market opens. Kind of a chill morning. TTPH kind of coming back a little bit as well. Quite the aggressive little move here. 264. Look at this one. Really, really getting started on its second leg. Kind of feels like we're missing it a little bit, which is kind of a little stressful, but let's give it some time here. No need to kind of freak out. There's going to be plenty of opportunities. What's up, Tom? Paul trying to post the trade journal link. I think I saw your trade on Trade Journal. It's the one ending in 17. I could post it for you. This is Paul's trade. If you want me to post it, I could post it for you. It's pretty sweet. It was a 10% slammer. Or you could post the link, and I think I have to approve it. All right, BLIN pulling back a little bit here, guys. Still definitely the lead gapper on the day. Let's quickly check the SPY, see what it's doing. My 2S has been a little bit slow today and yesterday. SPY down about 2 points, not really too bad. Closed about 285 actually. It's about down 1%. So it should be maybe a little bit of a red open overall. Yeah, I know what you mean. But oh well, still nice. Plus, it's pre-market, so it's probably good that you manage your risk a little bit more. But really sweet trade there, Paul. Actually, the reason I know the ID on that trade is because I posted it on the social accounts this morning. So if you want, update your profile with like your Instagram or whatever you want, and I could link it to there if you want. I'm not sure if you do or not. SPY, yesterday we had a bit of a gap down, so it was kind of a red open. We opened lower, pulled back down, and then we had a nice little bounce in the afternoon. So not too bad. Let's see what kind of continuation we get today. At the moment, looks like might have a downwards continuation. Got another 2.5 minutes here. Should be quite an open with BLIN. I would be looking for about 400 shares out of the gate with it. Probably a smaller position size, but let's see what we get. I would probably like to buy it on a quick little pullback if we get that. Definitely a lot of eager beavers on this one. TTPH. Looks like it formed somewhat of a bottom here, so this could be an interesting play as well. So we had a nice little cup and handle right here. We had the breakout from that, pull back to critical support, a nice move up from there. This could be the second pullback right now we're seeing. Got another 1.5 minutes till the market opens. Some sellers at the 58. Probably a good bit of profit taking right now in this area just because people probably want to get out before the market opens. There's oftentimes a good amount of execution that happens right before the or at the market open. Market orders kind of going through, profit taking orders. So oftentimes you see a little bit of a shaky first candle there. Anything around 2.4 could be a pretty good entry. I'm not sure if we're going to dip below that. Not sure if we're going to break out higher. You know, nothing's guaranteed, but I'm just going to kind of follow the price action here. All right, guys, another 10 seconds here. Good luck, everyone. Let's see how this opens up. 260, 270, instantly breaking higher. Let's see if we can get a quick little pullback here. Had an entry on the pullback. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a continuation. Trying to close this position. All right, close the first trade on the day. Up about 10% on that one, not too bad at all. Nice way to start the morning. I am having some serious lag right now. Whoo! Wowie, wowie. Thank God we got out of that one. Sweet, sweet way to open the day. Quick pullback there. That could have been a secondary entry. Markets are a bit red. Thanks, Heiko. That was a good one. That was a straight classic gap and go. This is the stuff we've been waiting for, and we haven't really been seeing it. So that's kind of what I've been referring to, that we've been a little bit, different momentum. But here we go. Could be breaking 2.9. What a crazy second candle. My trades, for some reason, are not popping up just yet. But give them some time. They should show up at one point. So it was a classic gap and go move. This is what we talk about. This is what the $25,000 challenge is all about. It was nice that we finally got one. It's been a bit of a slow week for me, so pretty sweet one out of the gates. Let's see how this thing goes. We had an entry at about 60. 57 actually, and we got out at 81. I wanted to get out actually before that, but wasn't possible. Trading the first 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes at the market open is always sketchy with TOS sometimes. You don't know what kind of glitches you're going to run into. You can also tell that it's very choppy. It's like glitching. There's like a not 5 seconds. I would say good like 1 second delay all the time. Based on the stream quality, it looks like I'm getting a perfect stream. So in terms of like health quality, here we go. BLIN could have a second rip. Remember, this one's really strong, and this is just the first pullback. This could be quite nice. First pullback since the market opened, although I would probably consider this one a bit more of a third pullback. This could be another candle here at 2.9 making a new high. This could rip past 3. I don't typically like trading the third breakout, third pullback. But this one's very strong. Up 128%, $25 million volume on the day so far. Pretty nice way to open. Pulling back though. Whew, I'd be getting chopped out probably on this one. Here we go. This could be it. This could be the move we were waiting for. All right, Heiko. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you, man. Have fun on the boat. Take some pictures. That wrap is amazing. Don't forget to check out Heiko's channel, South Florida Fishing Channel. He's in the Keys, Florida Keys, doing nasty stuff all the time. Got a new boat wrap and a new tower and a bunch of cool stuff. BLIN pulling back. My eyes are glued to the screen right now. Check out TTPH, guys, having a red to green move. $2.4, can it hold? Such a wicked pullback here. 2.4 cracked for a second, and then instantly buyers came back on this one. Nice move on that. 43 being tested again here. Crazy. New candle coming up right now. That was a serious pullback. I kind of want to say it was a almost perfect potential bounce on that one. I was actually looking for 2.4 to crack a bit more, maybe hit 3 in the 30 cents. I'm not sure if we're going to get that. Had an entry at 2.4, but I removed it. This could be the bounce. I'm not going to trade this one. Just going to wait here a little bit longer. $38. This could pull back past the 30. $39. 42 bouncing again. Not too much selling volume anymore here. I think there's a lot of dip buyers coming in. 43. Yeah, here we go. I think this candle is going to break higher. Still watching TTPH, second lead gapper on the day. Here come the dip buyers, I think. This bounce might happen right here. $47 getting chipped. $41. Back in the 39 area. Wow, that 39's held 1, 2, 3, 4 times already. I gotta say that's kind of impressive. Hopefully got a cutting board, Strappy. Thanks, Nathan. Yeah, that was kind of a sketchy one. I was scared I was going to miss the high too because it was so glitchy. And then my exit was actually a stop, which was not on purpose. Here we go, 247. Getting chipped. I kind of actually want this one to pull back more because I think if it pulls back more, we can have a great entry opportunity. I don't really think it will. This thing just had a bit of a triple bottom, kind of a quadruple bottom. That was a 20% pullback though, and the bounce was weak. So maybe it will keep pulling back. Here we go. Right as I say that. Not too much selling volume though on that dip. I originally wanted to buy in the low 30s, but now I feel like this is a fresh breakout again. So I don't really want to go buying right now. Oh, that would have been a good buy. You know, boom. I would have took profits probably at 5%, knowing me. SNCA, I'll pull that one up for a second here. Yeah, had a big red to green move potentially as well. Kind of a bit of a all over the place. I'm a little scared that it's trending under VWAP and it has that big resistance above at 125. Those are two things I don't typically like to see. TTPH, I'm kind of watching this one out of the corner of my eye. It might have found a bit of a bottom here. Could start trending higher. 215. We got the 15-minute EMA that kind of broke. Big buying volume came in, not that much selling volume, but here it's all looking a little bit weak, so I'm going to keep a close eye on it. BLIN, I still find the most interesting, so I'm just going to keep watching this one. BLIN is having a really, really hard time dipping lower. I mean, positive Q2, 2.5 million float, these things can absolutely rip. 100% already pre-market. Now it's already down from pre-market highs, which means it's a red candle in the day, and you guys can see that here. At about 2.2, we have some tremendous multi-month support and resistance. Big buyers constantly flooding in on this stock. SPY, what am I looking at? The bounce on it? DFFN, yeah, I see that one as well. 21% up on the day, 6 million market cap. You can, I mean, shares out, dollar volume. You could definitely see that. Like BLIN has about 6 times the dollar volume as the the next two best lead gappers. So you could definitely tell that there's way more interest in BLIN in terms of people trading this one. Although I got to say it's slowed down a little bit. Here we go, nice little bounce. So buying it on the 30, which was my original plan, would have paid off. But I got to say this is just choppy in this area. It's really easy to get kind of on the bad side of or the wrong side of this one. BLIN, just kind of watching it here. I gotta say though, for a typical entry, this could have been the entry. We have first green candle to make a new high over the last candle. So an entry around 240 would actually be kind of classic patient entry, waiting for that entry signal. And that's exactly what we got here. So already up 3% from that potential entry. Now we're up, still going here. I don't know. I find like we're still in a dip mode. 3.5%. Interesting stuff. Did anyone buy that dip? DRAD, potential buyout from 1AP Pro. Yeah, so BLIN, buying at the 2.4, that breakout spot, that could have been a good setup. But I'm just gonna give this one a little bit longer. I don't know. I don't trust it just yet. Whoa, quick pullback here. Woohoo! Wow. That was quite aggressive. I was not expecting that. A lot of action at the 34. We're about to see the new 1-minute candle get made here. No specific news just yet. Still pulling back. So many buyers though, I gotta say, this one just is loaded with dip buyers. 2.3. TTPH. breaking higher. Maybe we can get a little bit of an entry here on a 1 minute pullback. Not sure if we're going to get it. Looking for this to have a little bit of a continuation here. Entered on the 20. 1 minute pullback. Big resistance here though. Don't really see the 18 or 17 break. Let's see if we can get a little bit more fall through here. Got to break the 30. 225 getting chipped away. Breaking the 25. Here we go. Let's get a little bit more room here. Could we break the 29? That's what I would like to see. Instantly rejected. Out of this trade, kind of a small win on it. Not really anything specific. I was hoping that we would get a bit stronger move. I was kind of chickened out on that one. I'm not going to lie. I closed my position a little bit too soon. That first move, small, basically a scratch on TTPH, but I like that we're trending. We're in a bit of a trend reversal. I do think there's a good chance we're going to break that VWAP. On the daily chart, though, TTPH really has me a bit nervous. So yeah, I got out for about 4 cents a share on that one, basically just a scratch. You know, this was a recent runner. To me, we're on a bit of a backside of a move. We have big resistance here. I'd probably argue at about 2.26, maybe 2.4, probably a little bit better to say. So just, you know, big resistance here. But yeah, this is actually the breakout I was waiting for. This is the move I was waiting for. Again, I was not patient enough. Man, I've been a little bit too antsy lately. Oh well, I'll take my 16 bucks, I guess. That's just how it is. Satoshi says he just bought the wrong stock. What? Oh, TTPH, what a breakout there. So yeah, talk about chickening out. Oh well, we're up over $100 today, so I can't complain. We had a nice open with BLIN, but yeah, this is kind of what I was waiting for. Again, I chickened out. Could have made 15%. You know, it's always a little painful when it's like that country song. That's like the one that got away. Is that a country song? I feel like it is a country song because that's like a classic country song kind of theme. I feel like that's how I feel about TTPH right now. Here we go. BLIN chipping 225. Big buyers in this area. I'm not totally sure if we're going to crack it, but this has been quite an aggressive sell-off on BLIN. Which Satoshi, which stock did you buy? That's the real question. And which one were you trying to buy? Man, I gotta say, buying BLIN right now is extremely tempting. And I bet you I'm not the only one that thinks that. Here we go, getting a green candle to make a new high here. Although BLIN, last time it did that, got totally rejected. Wasn't really too hot. TTPH pulling back. 15-minute EMA on BLIN got me all sorts of feeling like I don't want to trade it. I think TTPH had a false breakout past the 2.4 area, and there's going to be some, I don't know, it's not looking as hot as I would have hoped for. Ah, no. Okay though, BLIN coming back in action. How did you buy GNUS? Was that just on your chart chilling there? It is kind of roughly the same price, but isn't the GNUS kind of more like $1.6? GNUS. 1.5, yeah. Bit of a first pullback there. Could be holding. That was a lot of sellers on that pullback. $230 might get chipped away here, but 230 was a critical support zone in the past. And since we broke back above it, that could be quite a bullish sign, actually. Buyers coming in here a little bit more now. $35. Here's a breakout. Volume's a little bit light. I think I'd rather buy BLIN on a quick pullback, I gotta say. I don't trust the breakouts right now. They seem a little bit too shaky for me. I could be totally wrong. It's just like a little thought I'm having. 2.4 could be cracked. It's like a little bit of a ski slope pattern, which is what I call when you have a little bit of a ski slope. You got the ramp, but then you don't have enough speed, and then you go have a nice big old dip to the downside. I don't have any statistics on the ski slope pattern, but I have it ingrained into my brain because I've seen it happen so many times. You could probably also call it like a fish hook or something, you know, where you set the hook into a false breakout and then you rip the floor from under the traders. I don't know. I'm just kind of speaking right now. I'm just thinking out loud. Check this breakout. I mean, it didn't have any volume. I mean, this is a freaking breakout. This is a nice one. It's also really easy to you know, undervalue the amount of shares still being traded. This one, you know, 2 million shares being traded in 1 minute is actually kind of ridiculous. That's a huge amount. So if we just kind of lower the amounts a little bit, this is actually not the worst kind of breakout here. Okay, what are we getting? $2.4. This could be a VWAP breakout. I would almost bet on it, but I'm not going to. If you see me go long, that's how you know I'm betting on it. I just don't like this whole, you know, barely moving thing, kind of going in the right direction, but very slow. It's all making me a little bit antsy. We are a little bit above the 15-minute EMA though, kind of trending higher here a little bit. Choppy open though, I gotta say. What I do like about BLIN is it kind of showed that it can hold some levels again. And we kind of made a rounded bottom here. This is kind of looking good. We have a consistent higher low kind of coming in here. Let me see if I can draw this a little bit better. So we have an ascending bottom trend line, kind of interesting to kind of note, although we did break it for a little bit here. So big support in this area. How did you know when to get out of BLIN? I didn't necessarily know I needed to get out in terms of price. You know, we could have broke past 3, although $3, you know, whole number resistance. I don't like those multi-month support and resistance. I don't want to be holding right under that, but I'm typically trying to take profits between 2 and 40 cents on a $5 stock. We were up pretty much 20 cents on a $2.50 stock. So I'm at my, you know, ideal max profit taking zone. So I would have took profits regardless. I wanted to take profits actually earlier on in the 70s. And actually, I think my first one was in the 60s, but I couldn't get out. So this time, not being able to get out actually worked in my favor, but it typically doesn't work in my favor. Don't worry, Renz, just keep on learning, keep on trading, keep on studying, and you'll have that money before you know it. Here we go, BLIN, having that pullback that I think the whole world has been fearing for 230 acting as big support again. Oh, got shipped away this time. Whoo. Wow. That dip was no joke. I don't see any news specifically coming out, so can't be too bad. That was a quick pullback. Doesn't necessarily look like the pullback's over just yet. This is the ski slope pattern I was talking about here. Could be seeing another dip. It's almost 10 o'clock here. Nope, didn't get that second dip though. SAVA, Boyclaw says, bottom bounce, really nice. That was a pretty decent amount of selling volume. I was thinking about buying on the 30. I couldn't get myself to do it. I gotta say though, there is a pretty decent bottom on BLIN. Could break 2.2 though. Now 218 Europe. It was an absolutely huge runner, huh? Just crazy. All right, guys, I'm going to take a little restroom break. My coffee caught up with me again. Before I made a tea, I'll be right back. By the way, guys, I was thinking, I was just looking in the mirror and I was like, man, I wouldn't mind to get a few more merch things made, mainly because Heiko's been forcing me to, and he's getting mad at me because I only have one shirt in the Trade Journal store. But if you guys have any ideas on good, funny stuff, trading related, maybe like IPDN. What's that one stock that maybe a shirt that says I survived INPX or something like that. I don't know, but whatever. If we go ahead and add it to the store, and you came up with the idea, I'll make sure you get one shipping for free. The first one will be on the house. Hey, Kai Karen, am I saying that right? KK Ron. That's actually really funny. Little quote from Satoshi. I bought the wrong stock. Oh man, that's a really good idea. I bought the dip and then the dip. Not too bad. I like the ideas flow in it. And then I averaged down, and then I bought the dip again. Like Ron from YouTube. Ron. All right, sorry I'm getting a little distracted here, but that's okay. Ron, that was, I'm still kind of chuckling about that. SND, dip it good, from PewTube. I like these dip ones. Here we go, guys, BLIN. Let's keep a close eye on this. We might have another buying opportunity. This thing, I gotta say, there's a pretty hardcore floor at about 2.25 maybe. We don't really seem to get past that zone much. We hit 226 last time. Probably means that there's people trying to front run the quarter at 225. So interesting stuff. OPG over here trying to wrap a little bit. Not too bad. Got to enjoy the market wrap, trader wrap. TTPH. I gotta say, it's holding its highs a little bit, but I don't really see myself wanting to enter that trade somehow. Although, man, oh man, it ran up 12% basically from our entry, and wow, it ran up 14% from the entry we had. And I walked away with 4 cents a share. Like, I traded that one so wrong. BLIN. Coming back to life here a little bit. Five-minute candle, 1-minute candle, both making new highs here. This is quite interesting. This could be a bit of a rounded bottom. SRNE, I see you guys all calling it out. Yeah, it's looking pretty good actually. SR. Why is it not on my scanner? Maybe it is. Between $2 and $5. It looks good. It's up 70%. %20 move. I like the rate of change on it. Trending higher here. Big resistance at 5. News came out at about 9:17. Reports. Please be careful. Jim Cramer says very small cap. That's funny. What's the SRNE has a float of 119. Whoa. That's really big. Remember, we're looking for floats under 50 million, ideally under 10 million. So 119 million is quite a lot. It's a US biotech. And it's basically up on the day about 80%. Big resistance here, but if we break this resistance, we might have an open range breakout at about 480. Could be quite a substantial move. Volume picking up on it. I don't even necessarily care that the actual news is not necessarily out. It's a bit buy the rumor, sell the news. 480, this could be the break. Good call, guys. You guys called this one out. Let's see what it does here. This could get halted too. BLIN still pulling back, not looking too hot, but I would give it a little bit longer. This could break the 5. I wouldn't be surprised. Lot of aggression here. Big volume coming in as well. Woo-hoo-hoo. Look at the sellers right before 5. Probably super happy to take some profits on this potential breakout here. Back to the 5. 493, 89. I would be quite surprised if it broke 5 now. I would probably be looking for a bit more of a pullback. It's hard to say where, probably around 4.6 or 4.55. Here we go, breaking 5, could break 5. Getting chipped away. No, second attempt. Here we go. I think this is it. This could be definitely it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, there we go. Ooh, right back down again. You know me, I typically don't buy those breakouts unless we have a little bit more consolidation first. I don't know. This one just kind of really jumped into it. I could be missing a great move right now. I don't even care. Let's see what happens. See. Could be getting one of the first bigger pullbacks here. So could be, if this has a continuation, there could be 2 ways to trade this, either buying a pullback or the break as momentum comes back to the upside. It's hard to say because maybe we're not even going to get a pullback. And then if we do get a pullback, maybe it's going to be a huge pullback. So buying as the pullback holds and a continuation is typically the best kind of entry. Wow, look at that pullback on TTPH. Is that what I should put on a shirt? It's actually not a bad idea either. TT. Just look at the pullback on BLIN. Man, guys, there is some hot stuff moving right now. Just hear Christian say it all the time. Yeah, good call, Peter. That's true. That's a bit wicked. Man, I really want to trade BLIN. This like screams my kind of style. That was a big amount of sellers though. TTPH. I wouldn't be surprised if it just kind of continued. Look at that SRNE. See, waiting for a pullback on this thing was just, totally a waste of time. I really like this breakout at 5, and then we pulled back to about 480. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't get aggressive on that one. That was actually quite a nice potential setup here. So I'm gonna keep watching this one. Maybe I'll get another chance to trade this. This is so we have BLIN backside of a move. We have a potential with TTPH, and then we have SRNE, which is clearly still on the way up, breaking out from some nice levels here. 29. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big 5-minute candles on this one. Check out the past gaps on BLIN. All of them were very not successful. A lot of gaps to the upside and then just pullbacks the rest of the day. So that makes me a little bit worried. SRNE Could be setting up the first big pullback. Pew Pew is just trying to get a free shirt at this point. Man, it's actually kind of funny though. I'm gonna have to go through this chat later and just write down what you guys are saying, because it's pretty ridiculous. I'll probably just make shirts out of everything you guys have said so far. SRNE, guys, pulling back again. Whoo, I'm getting sweaty. APDN pulling back as well. Oh my lord. I don't know if I could watch more than 3 things. Right now I'm watching BLIN, TTPH, and SRNE. I gotta say, BLIN looks like it's just a wickedly beautiful bounce setup. TTPH, I honestly have no idea what this thing is thinking about. And then SRNE, I like this one. This is the one setup that we're having a continuation. So I just want to kind of keep watching this one. I really thought we were going to get an initial pullback to about 4.5, and we never really got that. A pullback to 4.5 would be a pretty serious, that'd be like a 10% pullback, even more, like 11, 12% where we are right now. BLIN, man, oh man, oh man, this thing's making me nervous. I want to buy that dip so bad. I got one more trade left today, in case you guys are wondering why I'm a little indecisive right now. SRNE might, I don't know what it's going to do. I'm just kind of watching this one. It's kind of sitting along for the ride. A lot of bullish momentum on it though. I feel like if it breaks over this candle's high, I'm going to just throw my laptop out the window. 5.2, I'm not going to do that, but I almost wouldn't believe it. 5.2. Lord, oh Lord, BLIN pulling back again. Oh my Lord. This one, yeah, this, ooh, ugly, ugly stuff. I think we might have a really nice setup with SRNE if we can get an entry around 4.9. I also don't really just want to put a limit order out there or just buy a random dip like we're seeing right now. It could be the best move that we're going to see and get, but I don't know. I'm not sure if that's what I want to be doing right now. 86. Ooh, wow, wow, wow. This thing's really pulling back here. That was quite a bit of selling volume. Now we're back under 5. I would increase my position size a little bit here. I'm about to fall into my computer. I'd be very, very nervous buying this pullback. 1020, 480. Looks like we're going to have a little bit more of a dip. I'm going to put a limit order at 59 just in case. I don't really see it happening though. BLIN, guys, is absolutely falling off a cliff right now. I might move some of my attention over to it. This thing is just dipsky ripsky. Markets are red, but they're not that red, kind of holding. NASDAQ obviously selling off a little bit more than the Dow Jones. I'm sure people want a little bit more large caps, something they can kind of sink their teeth into a little bit more. BTC down a little bit, oil's up. $475 could be pulling back a little bit more here again. I'm going to close this order. Just kind of really want to be watching the price. This could be the reversal here. It's so hard to say. BLIN still pulling back. Watching this one. Dipsky ripsky. I'm definitely going through this stream on playback and picking up what you guys are saying. BLIN. Am I the only one that's like staring at BLIN? Like, buying dips and pullbacks is my #1 strategy. Even though this is a gap and go momentum challenge account, to me they speak to my soul much more. So I'm just watching BLIN being like, why? And if you guys don't have it pulled up, here's what it looks like. We have 2.2 multi-month support and resistance that broke, key support here. So cracking that with not that much volume, this could be the turnaround play of the day. Just not that much volume, only 3% bounce. I don't know. There's several reasons not to be super stoked about it. Satoshi's in BLIN. Ay. Kind of reminds me, Satoshi, of what you did with AIM yesterday. How did that one end, by the way? Because I looked at AIM this morning and it had a really nice bounce back to like $4 or whatever it was, or no, $3. I don't remember the price. So there's definitely opportunity to get out. Some pretty decent opportunity. Pew still having troubles with the PDD rule. Yeah, that rule is really annoying. I'm using a cash account to avoid it, but then I have to manage my cash a little bit better. Not a food Friday or a good Friday. But yeah, man, I feel you. Getting stuck into those trades is really stressful. BLIN having that bounce. I'm a little nervous that it's not going to be able to break past the 217 or at least the 220 because that was support and we broke it. But if we do break past it, it could be the beginning of a really nice reversal. And that's what's making me itch. The thought of a nice reversal. Yeah, I do have a video on a cash account. Ooh, SRNE. Oh, my Lord. Woo. Pulling back here. That breakout was very sketchy. Check out the link on TradeJournal/connect, tradejournal.co/connect. We have the $25,000 challenge overview video, which goes talks about how I manage my cash account and how I plan to trade this. I have made a few changes though. So I basically divide my cash account up into 6 different trades. That's what I do now. So I trade 3 on Monday, 3 on Tuesday. I get the 3 trades I did on Monday back, and I just constantly alternate 3 trades. Carmelo, I rarely have a good trading day on Fridays. Yeah, Fridays are always kind of weird. I think we're having a bit of an explosive Friday though, and I think it's because we had a bit of a slow week overall. Maybe, I don't know. BLIN, guys, picking up some momentum again here. Oh man, this one's really, ooh, why did I not trade that? 5%. I could have just wrapped it up with a nice like 2-3% on that one and just walked away. TTPH just pulled back. Right here. I find this one a bit uninteresting based on the long-term chart and just everything, no volume. I don't really find TTPH that interesting at all. I find SRNE quite interesting though. There is a lot of good opportunities to buy this thing, but you know, it already bounced 9%. I think a lot of people are watching this thing. Could rip here past the 512. That's the next big resistance zone. Wow, wow, wow. TTPH still pulling back. Is there news on it? That's a very strong pullback. Satoshi, I hope there's you find a good way to recover that. Let's give it a little bit of time here. Yeah, Paul, I totally feel you on that. Sometimes that's super true. You have one of these stocks, you know, moving higher, but they're just really slow, easy to get chopped out on. Maybe we're going to see a bit more of an ABC pattern on it. It's 10:28 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Anyone looking at SNDL? It's up 66%. I haven't really been watching it at all, mainly because of the low volume. We had a nice breakout here at 55 and then a nice continuation. It's sub dollar, so I obviously not always super interested in those, but not too bad move overall. Yeah, that's tough. When you kind of have that perfect setup. SNCA could be making a bit of a reversal in this area. You know, Heiko had the same situation with his VERU trade. He was up about, I think, $300 and he didn't take the profits. Then he was down $500. Luckily, it came back and I think he basically broke even on it. Maybe lost like 50 bucks or so, but it was a small loss or a small win, whatever happened. But he had to hold it overnight, and it was, I don't think he enjoyed that too much. BLIN pulling back a little bit more here. This could be a new resistance zone at 2.2, and this is what I was worried about. It might break out, it might, you know, form some support here and break back higher, but at the moment it's not looking like anything that is too exciting. I could be wrong. I'm oftentimes wrong, but here we go. SRNE, this is a bit of a pullback that I was waiting for. I really want to see a bit stronger pullback though. I don't think we're going to get it. $87. Can we break this 80 zone? That's the big question, I feel like. Yeah, I feel you, man. 285, 287. Oh, Lord. Oh, what is this? What is this? Bouncing back up. This could be a good ABC pattern. We got the A. We got the B. We got the C. And then the D breakout. In some sort of style like that. I've been trading the ABC a little bit too early on. I've noticed has been a bit of my problem with this pattern. So I think I'd probably take it a little bit slower. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Ooh, $5 could be a breakout point. Oh man, I think this is the part of the day where I start going cross-eyed. This is when I'm like, I even have blue light filter goggles just for these situations. Oh look, there's my hand. Oops, sorry about that. What do we got? What do we got? I don't know if this is helping or not. I'm still not totally sure why SRNE is not popping up on my gap scanner. SRNE. You know what? I think I know why. It's because the amount of shares, and this is a big issue. We were talking about this before. It has 119 million float. That is absolutely huge. So for the fact that this thing is moving so much is kind of insane. And that's why it wasn't on my scanner. It's also over $1 billion market cap. So it's totally not a stock that I typically look to trade. And oftentimes these don't have the same momentum or that follow through. Although I gotta say, SRNE definitely is having some serious follow through. I don't know why Jim Craner called this one a small cap, because It's a, here we go, very small cap. It's a mid cap at the least, in my honest opinion. I always think small caps start on south of 500 million. I don't know if there's a specific definition, but that's kind of my own take on the situation. Here we go, guys. This is looking pretty interesting here. If this keeps holding, I wouldn't mind getting aggressive at one point. Look at this little bounce here in this area. So this technically is the D range. 10:35 a.m. Not one of my more favorite times to trade. I probably wouldn't trade this one on the breakout. I'd probably trade it more on the pullback just because it's a bit more of a large cap and it's quite extended on the day for a large cap. It takes a lot of money to move this stock. So I still have one trade to do today. Maybe we'll get one in, maybe we won't. If we don't, it's totally fine. Marco, 10:35, not my favorite time to trade. Honestly, it should just be 10 like // because I feel like I say that for everything after 10 o'clock or after 10:30 at least. That's funny. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. It never fails to hear you say that. I don't know what it is. It's like reverse affirmations. I'm trying to like remind myself, I'm just thinking out loud, you know, gotta watch out for this, this, and this. And it's just, I don't know what it is. So SRNE is actually looking quite good. We tried to pull back again, didn't break. This could be the setup for a nice break above 5. It's had a nice consolidation. If we break 4.8, I would like to buy the dip. I don't know if we're going to really break 4.8 though. I like to think so as well, but I'm sure other people would disagree. It's probably very subjective. You know, everyone has a different style. If you're buying dips, obviously, you know, past 10:30 might actually be much nicer time. BLIN trying to bounce again here. A bit more volume finally coming in on that one. Some green volume. Whew, big buyers there for a second, just coming through there. 490, looks like it's holding again. I actually might get aggressive here. $10.39. Let's see what we get. $10.94. Pulling back again. Sure likes to pull back. Waiting for some sort of entry confirmation. New candle to make a high or something like that. He's getting chipped away here. Wow, instantly buyers popped in on that one. You could see a lot of eager beavers ready to trade this thing. Yeah, Marco, I feel the same way. Which, if you notice something like that, then it's, something to start incorporating into the trading strategy, honestly. Ooh, some sellers coming through there. 480, giving it all. 477. Whew. Seeing some new lows here for the first time. I think 475, 473 would really have to be the area to crack. And then we had a low here at about 472. I don't really think we're gonna crack this area. 480, look how many sellers are there. But boom, instantly getting chipped away here. Let's see if we can get an entry back on the 80. Wow. This one instantly started moving higher pretty fast. Got an entry at 84. Interesting amount of volume on this one. 1042. $488. A lot more shares being traded now. I would like a break of 5 pretty soon. 490. Having a little bit of a pullback here. $492 getting chipped away a little bit. $493, that's looking pretty sweet. Woo! Wow, big sellers there. Huge sellers. That's what we got to get through to get to the 5. Pulling back again here. About to have a second retest in this area. Not too much selling volume though. 93. There it is again. 95. A little bit nicer of an order on this one. $450 million volume on this stock so far today. Huge amount. Still having some issues getting through the 95. Boom, there it was. That was the break. Could we see a break of 5? Maybe we'll see it here. 98, piling up. 97. If you guys like this intensity, don't forget to hit that like button. Going back down again. Let's see if we can break 5. Still pulling back. It's unfortunate. There was a decent amount of buying volume though, I gotta say. Waiting for that potential break of 5. Could have that attempt right here. This could be the setup here to break $5 or not. Still waiting for that new 5-minute candle high. A lot of sellers there. $98. I want to see this thing get chipped away so bad. It might not happen though, but I still like the momentum building up here. This is kind of one of the lead gappers. It's not really a small cap though. Typically don't trade these. 99. Wow, look at those sellers though. Whoo, that is some big old sellers there. Doing a second attempt here. I'm going to close half of my position. Didn't have the breakthrough like I was hoping. Still pulling back. A bit unfortunate here. I was hoping for the $5 breakout, but we didn't really get that. We might have it at one point today. It's always tough to say. Still a lot of selling volume kind of coming in here. Try to get out on this one, but it didn't work. Closing half of my position here. I'm just gonna kind of watch this one at this point. I didn't get what I wanted. It's a little unfortunate. Now I'm just basically have a lot of risk off the table. If we get a breakout, I won't really make much money. But if we get a huge, false break to the downside, I also won't lose that much money. I was hoping for the 5 breakout and we just didn't get it. So that's just how it goes sometimes. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a bounce here. Yeah, I was thinking taking half of my position off the table at about $5 or $4.99 would have been an interesting move. Here we go. This could be the break past 5. I had to reduce my risk. Nope. Again. $99. Might see something here. Still hoping it breaks 5. I mean, I'm not really part of it anymore. I have a tiny position size, but the momentum's there. A lot of the other stocks are still just pulling back, so they're not as interesting. I think most traders or a lot of traders are looking at this. This could be the break of 5 right now. Trying one more time here. All right, I'm out of this one. Made $8 on that little trade. So basically a scratch. I don't know. Maybe it will still break out. I don't know. There's probably a good chance it will. Oftentimes these stocks wait for me to get out of the trade and then they break to the upside. Whatever. For now, that was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know, 6 attempts to break higher or whatnot. I really gave this one plenty of chances. So even if it does break past 5, I don't really feel any FOMO. Ended the day pretty nice. I mean, we had a nice over 10% day based on our position size. So our average position size. So pretty sweet. Can't complain at all. I'm still watching SRNE like a hawk. I still feel like it's going to break to the upside. That was annoying. Oh well. I hope SRNE knows that I'm officially out and it can break to the upside now. Let's see what happens. I just read your comment. Keep hoping, man. I need your good vibes. I'm sending you my good vibes. SRNE, break to the upside. If I had another trade, oh man, this is when I would start having some like revenge trading, emotional trading, God knows what else. I wouldn't even be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. You know, the reason I held this one as long as I did, because I always say, you know, break out or get out, is because it was a more of a mid large cap, and I had a feeling it was going to take a long time to break out. Yeah, you heard the man, Callum. You guys can all load up now. I'm gonna watch this thing break out in the corner. Here we go. I think it's doing it. Oh, give me some tissue paper. Paul, yeah, honestly, Paul, that's not the worst idea. You just got to set a stop and walk away. That's actually not a bad way to trade some of these, specifically with this mid to large cap, because most likely your stop will actually get you out. A lot of times your stop will give you some mean slippage. There's going to be a flash crash. You're going to end up getting out in a flush. You know, not very nice things. But with this many shares and this many slow moving company, a stop is actually kind of a good idea. Man, you guys are all sending good vibes for this SRNE breakout. I feel like there's no way it's not going to break out. Oh man, it's a slow one. It's very slow. It's unfortunate that I sold half my shares at 8.55. I could have sold those at 5.99, walked away with at least 15 cents a share, which is pretty okay. And then held the rest for a break of 5, which would have put me over the 20 cents a share. So I think I traded this one a little bit too greedy almost. SRNE pulling back. Oh my lord, this is where the stops are getting shot. Watch out, guys. This could keep pulling back to like 460. Satoshi, I'm super sorry to hear, man. I feel the same way about swings though. Swings really, they mess up my day trading game because it's like a whole different thing. So every time I swing trade, I only swing trade in my IRA account, so I could just forget about it, or it's like, I don't know. I never put my swings in my day trading accounts because those mess me up. But sorry to hear, Satoshi, man. You'll have a comeback soon though. You've been having some killer streaks. The worst way to make 10%. Wait, what do you mean the worst way to make 10%? Did you lose 10% or what? All right, family. Good to have you here, man. I'll see you next time. See Green Bell. Carmela feels like it's gonna dump. Yeah, man. I think you were probably right. Look at that sell volume picking up on here. Ooh. Ooh, but instantly buy volume comes back. Oh man, talk about chop central. Anyone holding TTPH? I am not. You guys know what I'm trading, and I'm not holding anything at the moment. I gotta say BLIN is making a bit of a rounded bottom. Could be an interesting reversal. Mama said there'd be days like this. Ah, okay, Paul, I get it. Yeah, nice. I'll keep an eye out for your posted trade. KKA are on. There we go. Chop Central. There's a good idea. SRNE coming back. I honestly find some of these moves the worst. So you're waiting for a breakout just to get chopped out down here, and then it maybe does a breakout. I find those like, there's not a lot of like things that really bother me with trading, but those are always the moves that I'm just like, I don't even care really leaving profits on the table, but like generally getting chopped out for a small loss just to have a big break, just to miss a breakout sometimes really gets me. Chop Central. I probably did. All right, Carmela, good luck with the car. I'm actually going to be wrapping up here as well. Whew, what a fun little Friday, although Satoshi had a bit of hard one, but you know, we all go through rough patches. I think really the fun part about today was just the energy we saw out of the gates with some of these stocks. But at the same time, we didn't get that much follow through either. So even with BLIN, we only had one pop to the upside. With TTPH, we only had really one good opportunity to get into that stock, and then it didn't have that continuation right here. This was the opportunity that I kind of dropped the ball on. And then with SRNE, I don't know, man, like you better put your bed next to your computer because this thing's going to take all day. So again, not the most blow away day. We also only had $70 million volume on our lead small cap gapper. That's not that great. We should be over 200 million by now. So it's a little tough. It's been tough with the small caps lately, especially this week. I think this week was probably one of the hardest, slowest weeks, at least for me. You know, like Ross Cameron had a great week. He actually had a great yesterday or the day before, but I don't know. Sometimes, you know, I see another good trader having a huge red day and it'll be my best day. So it's very subjective, but objectively looking at the small caps, we are seeing a little bit less follow through. We are seeing a little bit less volume. But I think if you go into the day understanding that we haven't had the greatest momentum, we have okay momentum, I think that could really set you up for adjusting yourself to not making some critical mistakes. So even my red days have not been that bad. I had like 3-4 red days in a row, and it didn't hurt my account at all. Here we go, SRNE. Whoa! Huge pullback. Oh my lord! Did they just come out with a deep direct public offering? Oh my god! Woo! What is this? I don't think this is bad news, but people do not want to trade around news. This could be a huge dip buy, guys. This actually sounds like good news. Completely demonstrates ability to completely inhibit in vitro virus infection. This is classic 11 o'clock trading. You just never know when you're going to get hit with a vicious news article. This is actually decent news, but anybody that is holding a long position sells right away because they're like, I don't have time to read this news. I don't know what's going on. I'm sure it's horrible because you could pretty much assume 95% of the time it's trash. It's a direct public offering. It's something miserable. You get fear selling. People don't even know why they're selling. And then you get these ridiculous crashes. It's kind of insane. Jay's wondering if I still trade crypto. Yes, I do trade crypto, except I don't day trade it that much. If there's a big dip, you could almost guarantee that I'm day trading it. But on a normal day, I don't day trade crypto just because it moves so slow. It's like a snail. And I've said this many times for like the last 3 years. That just like drives me insane a little bit. Just, you know, like if Bitcoin's having a 10% day, that's a big day. But if these small caps are having like 100% day, it's like, nah, whatever, 100%. Not to mention stocks in USA, trading fees are 0. So crypto trading fees are quite high. But yeah, to answer the question, I do still trade crypto. Yes, Satoshi, I know, I know how you feel. Sometimes I have like a red day, I'm just like, okay, here we go, Ross, put it on me. How much money did you make today? Make me feel extra bad. Wait, they do? At the market offering, SRNE. Am I missing something here? I wish I could search this. This could be a second pullback we're seeing here. This is a bit of a bear flag. This could be a bear flag breakout. Where are you seeing the at the market offering? Jeffrey. Half position size after 11 o'clock and before market open is, I think, a really good idea, Paul, because of stuff like this. And this typically does not happen between 9:30 and 10:30. I don't see it happen that much. I don't even remember the last time bad news came out in this time frame. They filed 2 weeks ago. Oh, wait, were these warrants that were exercised? Wait, hold on, let me check here. I'm gonna have to do some investigation work. They're last 10Q came out 4 days ago on the 11th. That's actually quite convenient. Look at this second pullback here. Ooh! Ah! Makes me want to run for the woods. Let's check if there's some exercise prices that we need to be aware of. 394. Ooh, yeah. Warrants, exercise prices. Guys, this is, they actually kind of have a lot of warrants out. There's even at 436. Those are probably getting triggered. Good point, Satoshi. The overall market's going down as well. VIX is up. So definitely always something to consider there. This is gonna be interesting to see how SRNE ends on the day, which we'll talk about in the recap video, and I'll let you know if I uncover any specific news, but there's definitely warrants on SRNE, so just watch out for that. Here's the overall market a little bit, just kind of dipping off if it can load properly. So we just had 2 pullbacks on the SPY. Yeah, quite similar to SRNE. All right, guys, wait, could you explain what a warrant is, Marco here? Yes, I don't think I can explain it that well, so I would watch a YouTube video, but basically a warrant is to raise capital. Sometimes it's also referred to as dilution. A company will sell, I don't know, 1 million shares at like 10 cents a share or something like that to a finance company. And they say, once the price reaches $4, you guys can sell those shares on the open market. And oftentimes those are new shares. And that's why you see these long-term charts that are just absolutely devastating on small caps. And there's a lot of debate in the trading world that this should be illegal because it really is disgusting. And when you see a stock like BLIN, you know that this price was never at $4,000. This stock was never at $4,000. But what it does is it dilutes the stock. It does reverse splits. It sells more warrants. It dilutes stock, does more reverse splits, continues. And that's why there's only one way BLIN is going long term, and that's to the downside, 100%. So that's why a lot of people prefer shorting small caps, because sometimes if you just hold long enough, you might be right. But if you short at the wrong time, these things can also run 1,000%, and you're going to get a mean warrant account call, margin call, and clear out your account. So it's not like shorting is necessarily a sure thing either, but just know that there's some shady stuff going on with the warrants. And if you look in the 10Ks, you can typically find the exercise price of the warrants of where they're allowed to be executed. So just, keep an eye out for that. I sometimes check, I don't always check, because we trade fairly quickly. Like BLIN, this was a very fast trade, but if there was warrants at 275 and they were executed up here, I mean, if you knew that, then, shorting this would have been a pretty good idea. And then boom, that's 30% down from the highs. To me, it's pretty obvious that there's something shady going on here, because every time BLIN tries to rip to the upside, every time it has a gap up day, it totally sells off. So this thing, where's it going? I don't know. I wasn't too, I wasn't looking to stick around, let's just say, and that's because of these classic sell-off tactics that you see here. I'm sure I'm not saying like everything textbook perfect, but that's the general gist. I would definitely recommend watching a few videos on it. I've even watched a whole 6-hour course on it, and I'm still processing all the information. But I think if you get the general idea that it's a little bit manipulated, especially at certain prices, there's real ceilings because of warrants and exercise prices. I think that's just knowing that alone puts you ahead of like 95% of everyone else, maybe even more. All right, guys, I got to wrap up though. Already past my trading time, and I will see you guys then first thing on Monday, and also see you guys in the recap video. If you're new here, we come out with a recap video after every trading day. So definitely make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get a notification. And we also go live every morning at 9:15 a.m. to first review the watch list and then trade the market open till about now. It was a good fun being here again with you guys. I hope there's, you know, Satoshi, I hope you take care of that trade, or it works out. Tough, sometimes it can be tough, and especially, you know, these last few weeks it's been a little bit shaky and choppy. But yeah, guys, till next time, stay safe, make some awesome trades. Art Studio AW, see you Monday. Ciao, guys. And if you have any more shirt ideas, just leave a comment below. I see them all. I'll talk about that a little bit more. You guys have some good ideas. I'm going to go through this chat again and write some down. All right, guys. Ciao.